Hi everyone, and welcome to my review of the brand new drama Testament of Youth. This film is actually based on the memoirs of a woman named Vera Brittain who lived in England during World War I and recounts the memories that she had with her family as they were going through these terrible times with the war and with their country and the experiences they had together. She gets to see her friends, her brother, and her fiance, who she cares about a lot, go and serve in that war. She lives with her mother and her father. She's contemplating, should she get married, should she go to school and become a writer, or should she kind of throw it all away and serve in the war herself as a nurse and take care of both the enemies and the heroes. This is a film that I didn't know much about before watching it. I knew it was based on a true story. I knew who was in it. Let's talk about who's in this film. The star of the movie is Alicia Vikander, who most people might know from Ex Machina. That was the first time I really ever saw her, that at least noticed that I saw her as an actress. I'm probably going to go back and look at the rest of her filmography, and I'll probably see other stuff that's like, oh my gosh, she was in this and she was in that. Her love interest in the film is an actor named Kit Harington, who most people might know, of course, is Game of Thrones, Jon Snow. Her brother in the film is played by Taron Egerton from Kingsman, and her mother and her father are played by Emily Watson and Dominic West. Again, this movie focuses on the lives of these people during World War I. And first off, what I'll say about this film is that when I saw the trailer, the movie, before I heard anything about it and knew anything really about it, from the trailer alone, it really grabbed me because of the way the film looked, the cast, you love the cast, and the fact that we're seeing, at least for me, the first time that I've ever seen Kit without lots of hair and lots of facial hair. I almost didn't recognize him. I think it wasn't until like the third or fourth time I saw this trailer, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the guy from Game of Thrones, and Pompeii, and Seventh Son, who actually, I think the actress Alicia Vikander is also in Seventh Son, so I probably saw her in that. Anyways, so there was a really impressive cast. I like films about war, and I like films that kind of focus on the effects of war, not actually the battle itself, but how it affects the people around, who are, the people who have family members that are actually right in the front. But this movie mainly focuses on this one woman and her experiences as she sees her people that she loves go off to war. And I'm not going to spoil anything. I mean, this is based on a true story. It's a book. It's a very famous book that that most people might know about, Testament of Youth. But, it just focuses on her journey, and as she decides to make a change and help out the people that are wounded by being a nurse, and her journey with that. Now, the film is 2 hours and 9 minutes, and I will say my major complaint about this movie, because I don't really have too many, I feel like they cram way too much in that period of time, and I think this has been a mini-series before, and so I think to tell this story in the best possible way, I think you have to expand it, because there's so much information, and there's so many interesting characters, real living characters, that you really start to care about and you sympathize with when tragic things happen. And I think I really would have appreciated this film if it was a mini-series, or maybe a two-season series on BBC, because I think this is associated with the BBC network as well. That's my really only complaint. Other than that, it's beautifully shot, well acted, emotionally involved, great costume design, great message about war and the effects of war. Yes, this movie's centered in a war that is, oh gosh, 100 years old, okay? But the message and the themes are as important as they were then, and they're important as they are now. What it has to say about how war not only affects our enemies and the people that are fighting, but it affects the people at home who are caring about the people who are fighting. And that's what I really enjoyed about this film the most. It was very effective, and I think that's probably what Vera Brittain's, what she was probably her goal in writing this story, and how it affects the youth of her people. And I think anybody can relate to this. Americans, English, whatever. I think anybody can relate to the idea of, you know, these terrible things happening while you're young. You're supposed to enjoy life. You're supposed to feel free and happy. But when these terrible things happen, you feel an obligation to be a part of it. There are consequences to that, and not only do they affect the individual themselves, but also affects the family that really cares about them. So, very beautiful film. Highly recommend this movie. Again, I would have liked more and more and more, because I think these characters are that interesting, the story's that interesting, and I don't think they would have been, needed to shove a lot of unnecessary stuff, because there's just so much interesting stuff going on, from her relationship with her friends, with her brother, with her parents, and with her fiance. And it's kind of it's really great. This actress Alyssa, I just see her going places, and I look forward to seeing where her career goes from here. And also the same with Kit. Again, really fascinated to see him without the hair and without the facial hair, and to see what he really looks like. Good looking guy, man, and a really great actor, and I just see him going places as well. Really enjoyed this film. Highly recommend it. Comment box below. Have you seen Testament of Youth? Have you read the book? Did you see the miniseries? Comment box below. Let us know. Talk about the actors. You know, talk about Game of Thrones, whatever. You know, a lot of, if you're all caught up, very controversial stuff going on in Game of Thrones. But anyways, enough from me. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to give Testament of Youth, I'm going to give the film a solid 3.5 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.